Hello YouTubers, this is Steven Gomez 247 and welcome to the Steven Factor. Folks, do you think the protester is over? Well, think again. 1 week ago the grand jury has been announced of the choke holding of Eric Garner has been not illegal. And that's why all the New Yorkers are decided to protesting. But not in Manhattan, but all over, including Brooklyn, Times Square, Grand Central, and even some of the boroughs, even Queens or the Bronx as well. But to me, on last week when I interviewed with Jonathan Rios, and he's talking about what's happening in Ferguson, and he said that, I quote, "Nobody wins." Well, guess what? They don't care. They want to recount the case. They want to do this case again, that the chokehold is illegal. Well, the answer is not. And I just realized for over 20 years, let's just say for over 50 years, from civil rights to Crown Heights riot to George Zimmerman to Ferguson and now the Eric Garner trial. And I actually realized this protest is going to stop. And Christmas is start 2 weeks away. But how are we going to stop this case? How did Mayor de Blasio and William Brannon did a very good job? Before we're going to get back to that, but first I show you the clip that it was been taped on Monday when I get off from work. And this is the first time I recorded on my phone, and I want you to show this, okay? So take a look. Join me is now a politician and a sub-parrot from P369 at 133. Here he is, Martin Roches. How you doing, Martin?
Hey, man, how's it going?
Good. Listen, Martin, on Monday afternoon, you and I saw the protest, and as you know about this, I'm really shocked that's the same day when Prince Williams and Princess Kelly went to the Barclays Center for the first time. Oh yeah, Kay Middleton. I'm sorry, folks. Thank you. Kay Middleton went to the Brooklyn, New York for the very first time. But the question is, do you think it's disrespectful on the same day on the Eric Garner's protest?
No, not exactly. The princess of the Cambridge, they came there to watch a game.
Okay.
You have to respect that. They came to watch a game, and then unfortunately the protest almost had to ruin everything. Look, the last protests were peaceful. Yes, there were attacks, a little bit of fighting against the police, but everything's good, and the protest went on, and that was it.
What's your reaction of it?
What, the Eric Garner case?
Yes.
I think it was the wrong decision. The police had a chokehold. It was very illegal to use a chokehold.
Yeah, it is very illegal. But why did the grand jury want to change his mind?
Because they didn't have enough facts. Unfortunately, you have 23 grand jurors in that room in Staten Island, and unfortunately, they didn't have enough facts to indict the police officer.
Do you see any Hispanics? Is it only whites only, blacks only, Hispanics?
I have no idea.
Okay. Let's talk about Mayor and William Bratton. Should you think they did a very good job or not about this Eric Garner situation?
I think they did. I'm not too surprised about Mayor de Blasio and Commissioner Bratton. They kept the protest very peacefully. The mayor tried to tell all New Yorkers to keep the protest peacefully and not act like Ferguson, Missouri. So what happened 3 weeks ago? The grand jury of Michael Brown. Fortunately, they didn't indict the police officer down there, but it is what it is. So life goes on.
But that's very crazy. You know, Christmas starts 2 weeks away, and I don't know when we're going to end on this protest in New York City. But I'm really sorry about to say this, but this was a tough case. And nobody wins, Martin. Nobody wins. From civil rights, from Crown Heights riot, to George Zimmerman, to Ferguson, and now we have Eric Garner.
Yeah.
But
so unfortunately, I believe there's a lot of white grand jurors in there.
Wow, that's
There's a lot of white grand jurors probably.
But okay, no problem. But will the Mayor de Blasio will fix this case or not?
No.
And
he's not going to. It's up to the prosecutors and the grand jurors or the district attorneys to fix the case.
And what about William Bratton?
Well, the police is having an investigation on it. The NYPD commissioner is expected to announce that the commissioner was expected to announce the indictment of that police officer.
Well, let me tell you something. This is going to be a long year for now, because there's no way to find the evidence, see what's going on. Let's take you a little bit of flashback, okay? You know what just happened. You saw all the police officers from the different district. They saw Eric Garner. He was selling cigarettes, and he said he didn't do anything wrong. And this guy used a chokehold, and he said, "I can't breathe," like 6 times. And he just passed out. And now they suspended. It was a good thing. But the grand jury is a bad thing. Why? Because they don't care about the race? It's about make their own decision? Or something else, man. All they need to do is get some answers.
Yeah, I have to. That could take months to get that answer.
And you know, it's Christmas time, and you know, there's still investigation. I think this is gonna be a unperfect Christmas, and you know, for Eric Garner and his family. So, for all of us from the Steven Factor, we're praying for Eric Garner and his family, and we're very sorry about the loss of Eric Garner. And to me, this is going to stop. This is really going to stop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hope. I hope I can find justice for these people.
Exactly. But let's talking about the funeral. Martin, do you read the paper that Mayor de Blasio skipped the funeral for Jim to lose some of that weight?
Oh, Mayor de Blasio?
Yes.
He skipped the funeral to Eric Garner funeral?
He skipped the funeral to the fitness. It says on Daily News. Do you check it out?
Oh, wow. No, I haven't.
Okay, let me give it a little bit of research. Just hold on, Martin. Just give me 1 second. I didn't even show you yet. Oh my God. Stupid computer. Blow it up. Son of a gun. De Blasio. Skip. Funeral. Skip a funeral. Funeral home. Okay, there it is. Okay, here it is. But it's not at Eric Garner's funeral, Martin. You ready? It's Mayor de Blasio Skip Herman's Badillo's funeral. Spot at the gym instead. I want to read this a little bit, first paragraph. Here it is. Mayor de Blasio didn't sweat Herman Badillo's funeral. He was too busy sweating out of the gym. De Blasio enjoyed a workout at Park Slope YMCA on Sunday, while the other New York political leaders, Maura Badillo, the nation's first Puerto Rican born to Congress, at Franklin E. Campbell's funeral home in Manhattan. Nor did de Blasio, first time it offered condolences by phone to Badillo's widow Gail. And I quote, "What a terrible insult," she said on the Geraldo Rivera radio show. Not even a phone call, she added. Hillary Clinton called. What is your reaction, Martin?
I think it's very disrespectful for him to come out and say that he's in the gym rather than being at the funeral. First of all, former Mayor Rudy Giuliani was at that funeral.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Former Mayor Rudy Giuliani was at that funeral.
Oh, wow.
And for Mayor de Blasio to come out and say he was at the gym rather than being at the funeral, I think that's just so disgusting and
But as you know, Daily News spotted the picture. They found him. Where are these pictures coming from? They from reporters or something?
I don't know. I haven't read this article.
But let me tell you something. I'm very upset that how the mayor has done. I think he has had enough. But I think de Blasio, he's got to go. And remember, he skipped from the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree light during the Eric Garner's protest.
Yeah.
But what will happen next on New Year's Eve? Will he show up in Times Square on New Year's Eve, Martin? Or he's going to do something, another de Blasio plan?
I have a funny feeling he might skip New Year's Eve.
I'm sorry?
I have a funny feeling he might skip New Year's Eve.
Me too, and I think he's having some big other plans. I mean, come on. Since day one, before he became mayor, de Blasio's a good guy. I think he's a good guy. He knows the Brooklyn and all kinds of stuff, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? A year later, he's from creativity, from stupidity.
Yeah.
But since, you know, he did a very good job since day one to help people from the sea, from the snow. But he messed everything up. Something's what's going on to his marbles. He wants to go on his vacation for 10 freaking days.
Italy.
Yeah, in Italy, yeah. And some notorious SOB put a flag on the Brooklyn Bridge, and we said we surrender, and everything's going back to square one. Mayor de Blasio should stay in New York City as long as he wants, and to see what's going on in this situation.
Yeah. I feel your anger.
And then first of all, I know de Blasio crazy schemes. I mean, I think it was very disgraceful that he skipped the funeral, what the insult he does. He worries about his weight, all kinds of stuff. I mean, come on, man, Mayor. He needs to go to the funeral, and that is very important. I mean, like, and you know, he doesn't care. He's the mayor of New York City. He could sit here and do everything he wants. But what about the horse carriages?
He's going for that ban on horse carriages.
But he didn't make his decision?
He's in favor of banning horse carriages. Matter of fact, there's a bill that's starting to make its way to the city council, but it's not going to have a full vote until next year.
Well, we definitely keep this posted. I mean, like, Mayor de Blasio is going this too far. But this is his first year, and I don't know how long it's going to take. It will be more protests in New York City. He will stepping down as the mayor of New York City. But let me tell you something. Let's go back to Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani he was hype. Get ready for all these protesters to send Mayor Dickens out of the office. And guess what? Giuliani killed it. He helps the city, but sometimes he definitely keeps his mouth shut. But if one of the young mayors will go in against de Blasio, a good Democrat, a good Republican, he needs to go. 4 years is enough.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and I hate to say this, Stephen Gomez, but I feel like a Democrat can't run this city.
Okay, tell me about that, Martin.
I feel like a Democrat cannot run New York City. I think when you saw with the Republicans the last 20 years, they know how to run a city. But a Democrat, I'm sorry. They can't run a city. I'm sorry for all those registered Democrats here in New York that are watching us tonight.
But what about the new police commissioner, Martin?
I like him, but I mean, now he has had a tough year. I mean, the NYPD has not done a good job. I mean, the chokeholds and all the scandals that are erupting.
I mean, I can't believe he made his comeback, and I think this is worse. But what about Ray Kelly? Do you want Ray Kelly back, or I don't know? It's up to you. What do you think it is?
You know, Ray Kelly was a good police commissioner. Certainly, I mean, if I was a Republican mayor, I will definitely bring him back.
But remember all the stop and frisks and Bloomberg and stuff? You love Bloomberg too, right?
Yeah, I liked him until his last 4 years.
Oh, okay. But, you know, there's so many controversies about, all these police were arresting innocent people. And, you know, Bloomberg and Kelly doing a stop and frisk thing. And I don't know, do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea, in your opinion?
If keep violence going down, I'm all for it.
All right. That's pretty good. So, but you know what? I'm sorry. And you know what? I think this New York is going down the drain. This whole New York City is going down the drain. De Blasio will go and close more than charter schools. They're gonna get rid of closing hospitals. But I think that will be our prediction for now. But I think that this is terrible that de Blasio has done. He skipped the funeral to the gym, and that's very disrespectful. But do you have any quotes about Rudy Giuliani while de Blasio skipped the funeral, Martin?
No, I don't.
Okay. But I think you have his reaction in his mind right here. And you know what? I'm sorry to say this, but we're big mistake here. We're 100%. We vote that guy. We have a little bit big mistake, but it was wrong. But for next time, we definitely be extra careful, because some of them are lies and they don't care. All they want is money. I mean, that's crazy. Very crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Governor shutdown.
Government shutdown, yeah.
Government shutdown. And this is gonna be a second time when Obama was running president. Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, I have brand new development, Stephen Gomez.
All right.
The House of Representatives is now voted. This is now the final vote of the federal spending for fiscal year 2015. Now, this federal spending runs through December of next year. It includes all 11 of the 12 appropriation bills. That's called omnibus spending bills. It funds 11 of the 12 appropriation bills except for one.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's a very controversial bill.
Mm-hmm.
Very controversial. It includes raising campaign finance funds, and also, and it also includes some of the repeal of the
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
I think the Republicans take over the world. How about Obama's approval?
Well, President Obama, I gotta tell you, he's calling on House Democrats to vote for this federal spending bill. President Biden also is in support.
Are they going up?
As of right now, we're now 8 minutes into the vote, and it's now 64-59. It's like there's now 48 Republicans, 16 Democrats in favor, 20 Republicans, and 39 Democrats in the negative.
Ouch.
Yeah, this is a huge vote. This is occurred back and forth.
All right. We definitely keep posting on that off camera. But listen, before we go, Martin, I want to give you a little bit of prediction. Will de Blasio will stop fooling around and focus New York City one more time?
He's got to do something next year. I mean, there's some goals like universal pre-K and affordable housing. That's two big accomplishments going into the new year. But he's got to do something.
All right. And I just hope the mayor and Brenton will do the best as they can. But to me, I think the mayor needs to stop playing all these games and focus on New York City, because city needs de Blasio for now. But listen, how's his approval?
At 49%.
Oh yeah, he's going up, right?
Yeah, but it ticked down a bit.
Well, good. That's because he's skipping his funeral. That's very disrespectful, man.
And by the way, there's like a racial divide, folks. You have whites that don't support him, then you have blacks that support him.
Okay, that's very disgusting. How the blacks vote for de Blasio? It messed up. What do you think? I mean, what are they thinking? Are they blind? Are you kidding me?
You have a racial divide. You have whites that don't support him, and then you have blacks that really support him.
Okay, what about Hispanics?
There's some of them that really support him.
Oh, shoot. I think he should definitely speak more Spanish too, right? You know, he speaks a little bit of Spanish.
Yeah, he gets there.
Yeah, he really gets there. But, yeah, I'm very sorry, man. But he needs to do something. And if not, everything will be out of control. And that's all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Martin Roches, the politician and sub-Harold from P369 at 133. Thank you for joining me on the Steven Factor.
Thank you.
All right.
Very appreciate it. Happy holidays, everyone.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, folks. That's it for the time on the Steven Factor. We hope you're enjoying us. This is Steven Gomez 247 signing out, and have a blessed day.